Hey there, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to dive into this juicy story with you all today. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because you won't want to miss out on all the latest celebrity drama and entertainment news. Now, I'm sure you've all heard the buzz about the leaked audio recording involving rap mogul P. Diddy and Meek Mill. Let me tell you, this is some jaw-dropping stuff. The implications of what was said on that recording could have some major consequences for Diddy. But before we get into all the scandalous details, let me give you a quick recap of how this whole thing went down. It all started a few weeks ago when an anonymous source claimed to have obtained a private recording of a conversation between P. Diddy and Meek Mill. This source, who has chosen to remain unnamed, said the audio reveals a very heated exchange between the two hip-hop heavyweights. Apparently, the recording captures Diddy confronting Meek about some kind of business deal or investment that went south. From what we can gather, it seems Meek may have been involved in a venture with Diddy that ended up costing the mogul a significant amount of money, and Diddy was not happy about it. In the leaked audio, you can hear Diddy absolutely laying into Meek, using some pretty colorful language to express his anger and frustration. Meek tries to defend himself and explain his side of the story, but Diddy just keeps unleashing this verbal tirade. The source who leaked the recording claims that Diddy even goes so far as to threaten Meek at one point, hinting that there could be some serious legal or even physical consequences if Meek doesn't make things right. Yikes. This is some heavy stuff, you guys. Now, of course, neither Diddy nor Meek have officially confirmed the authenticity of this recording. Both of their camps have remained tight-lipped on the matter so far. But the audio has still managed to create a major stir in the hip-hop community and beyond. People are speculating about what kind of business deal could have gone so wrong between these two titans of the music industry. And they're also wondering about the potential fallout. Could this lead to a nasty public feud? Or even some kind of legal action? The possibilities are endless. But let's dive a little deeper into what we can actually hear on this leaked recording. From the snippets that have been released, it's clear that the conversation is quite intense and confrontational. Diddy is absolutely livid, unleashing a torrent of angry rhetoric towards Meek. He seems to be accusing Meek of mishandling some kind of investment or business venture that they were involved in together. Diddy is yelling things like, "You cost me millions, you idiot," and "I trusted you to handle this, and you completely screwed it up." Meek tries to interject and explain his side, but Diddy just keeps cutting him off and berating him. At one point, Diddy even threatens Meek, saying, "If you don't fix this, I swear to God, I'll bury you. You understand me?" Yikes, that's some heavy stuff right there. It really gives you a sense of just how angry and aggressive Diddy is in this interaction. You can practically feel the tension and hostility oozing out of the recording. Now, we don't know the full context or backstory behind this dispute. But based on Diddy's heated rhetoric, it seems like whatever business deal they were involved in together went horribly wrong. And Diddy is holding Meek directly responsible for the massive financial losses he incurred as a result. The fact that Diddy is even threatening Meek with being buried is a pretty serious escalation. That's the kind of language that suggests this could potentially spill over into legal action or even physical violence. Diddy is clearly furious and is not holding back at all in expressing that anger. Meek, on the other hand, seems to be trying to de-escalate the situation and reason with Diddy. He's pleading with him, saying things like, "Chill out, bro. Let's talk this through." But Diddy is having none of it. He's completely lost his cool and is just unloading on Meek. Now, the big question on everyone's mind is, what are the potential consequences of this leaked recording? If it is indeed authentic, this could spell serious trouble for P. Diddy. For starters, the aggressive and threatening language he uses towards Meek could potentially open him up to legal issues. Depending on the laws in the jurisdiction where this altercation took place, Diddy's threats could be considered harassment, intimidation, or even assault. Meek could potentially file a police report or take civil action against Diddy. And beyond the legal implications, this leaked audio could also have major ramifications for Diddy's reputation and public image. Hip-hop fans and the general public are already up in arms about Diddy's behavior on the recording. Many are expressing outrage and disgust at his treatment of Meek. This kind of aggressive, bullying behavior is not a good look for someone of Diddy's stature and influence in the music industry. He's supposed to be a powerful mogul and elder statesman of the rap game. But this recording paints him in a very unflattering light, as an unhinged, hot-headed bully who is willing to use threats and intimidation to get his way. That kind of reputation could seriously damage Diddy's business dealings and partnerships. Other artists, producers, and industry executives may be hesitant to work with him if they perceive him as volatile and unstable. And it could also impact his ability to secure lucrative endorsement deals and sponsorships, not to mention the impact it could have on Diddy's relationship with Meek Mill. Even if this was just a one-off heated exchange, the level of vitriol and animosity displayed is pretty extreme. It's hard to imagine these two being able to smoothly work together again after something like this. And of course, we can't forget the emotional and psychological toll this could take on Meek. Having your business partner and mentor unleash such a vicious, threatening tirade against you has got to be incredibly traumatic. Meek may very well decide to completely cut ties with Diddy after this. So far, Diddy and his team have remained silent on the leaked audio recording. They have not issued any official statement or response to the controversy. This is likely a strategic move to avoid further inflaming the situation and drawing more attention to the scandal. However, sources close to Diddy have reportedly said that he is deeply concerned about the fallout from this recording. Apparently, he is worried that it could jeopardize some of his major business dealings and partnerships. And he's also concerned about the potential legal ramifications, especially if Meek decides to take action. Behind the scenes, Diddy's team is said to be working overtime to try and contain the damage. They're apparently exploring every option to try and get the recording taken down from the internet and prevent it from spreading further. But as we all know, once something goes viral online, it's nearly impossible to put the genie back in the bottle. Meek Mill, on the other hand, has remained completely silent on the issue. He has not made any public comments or responded to the leaked audio in any way. This is likely a strategic move on his part to avoid escalating the situation and drawing more attention to the feud. Meek may be taking the high road and hoping that by not engaging, the controversy will eventually blow over. Or he could be biding his time, waiting to see if Diddy makes any moves against him legally or otherwise. Either way, Meek's silence on the matter has been deafening so far. So what are the potential outcomes of this whole sordid saga? Well, there are a few different scenarios that could play out. 1. Diddy and Meek could decide to hash things out privately and try to resolve their differences. Perhaps they'll sit down and have an honest, open conversation to try and clear the air and find a way to move forward. This would be the ideal outcome, as it would allow them to avoid a very messy and public feud. 2. Meek could decide to take legal action against Diddy over the threats and intimidation heard on the recording. He may file a civil lawsuit or even pursue criminal charges, depending on the specific laws that were potentially violated. This would drag the whole debacle through the courts and could get really ugly. 3. Diddy and Meek's professional relationship could be irreparably damaged, leading to them cutting all ties and going their separate ways. This could mean the end of any business ventures or collaborations between them. It may also lead to a very public and bitter feud that spills over into their music and public persona. 4. Diddy could face major backlash and damage to his reputation and brand. The public outrage over his behavior on the recording could make it very difficult for him to maintain his image as a respected, powerful mogul. This could impact his ability to strike lucrative deals and partnerships going forward. 5. Diddy could try to take legal action against the anonymous source who leaked the recording in an effort to try and contain the damage. He may pursue charges of illegal recording or distribution of private information. But this could prove to be an uphill battle, especially if the leaker is truly anonymous. Ultimately, the future remains uncertain. This is a very fluid and volatile situation, and the fallout could go in any number of directions. But one thing is for sure, the leaked audio recording has put Diddy in some very hot water. And the consequences of his actions on that recording could be far-reaching and severe. Well, there you have it, folks. That's the latest on the jaw-dropping leaked audio recording involving P. Diddy and Meek Mill. Needless to say, this is a developing story that is sure to have major reverberations throughout the hip-hop world and beyond. The level of anger and aggression displayed by Diddy on that recording is truly shocking. His threats and intimidation tactics could potentially land him in some serious legal trouble, and the damage to his reputation and public image could be devastating. As for Meek Mill, he's found himself in a very precarious position. Having your mentor and business partner turn on you like that has got to be incredibly painful and traumatic. Meek will have to decide how he wants to respond, whether to take the high road or to fight back. Ultimately, this whole situation just goes to show that even the biggest players in the game are not immune to messy, high-stakes drama. When billions of dollars are on the line, tensions can flare up and things can get ugly real quick. I'll be sure to keep you all posted as this story continues to develop. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any updates. In the meantime, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Do you think Diddy went too far? Or is Meek partially to blame as well? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.